friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Welcome to Make and Take Tuesday. This is a weekly series that I do here on my YouTube channel where I introduce you to a new product, die, design, tool, technique, and we make something beautiful together. Today I have a whole array of brand new products to share with you. These are all from Spellbinders. This is from their Serenade of Autumn release, which is really awesome. And I'm excited. They sent a few things to me and I liked it so much I purchased a few more on my own. So I thought we would go through and take a look at this. These are the Autumn Sealed Sprigs. And it's just these beautiful little foliage bits, little floral bits, buds, leaves. It's gorgeous. So I love this. And then also, it's sunflower themed, which also makes me happy. And then also they have the sunflower, which is beautiful. It's just a single blossom, the leaves, the centers, and the stem. So that's a fun thing. And then to go with that, they also have a brand new 3D embossing folder, and you know me, how much I love 3D embossing folders. This one is gorgeous. It is called Autumn. It's just Autumn Serenade 3D, but you can see how deeply etched the design is in the die. And I'm going to show you some fun techniques with this. I think this is going to be a blast. Then there's a whole series of Serenade sentiments. These are great basic sentiments for all occasion cards. They say things like thankful, grateful, happy birthday, all the best, thanks. Let me see, for you, just nice. And this font is really beautiful on these. And then there's also, I'm not a huge stamper, but I loved these sunflower sentiments, sunflower greetings, they're called. I love this little script background. There's little ink blotches, wonderful sentiments, and this beautiful sunflower. So I know that will come in handy. Then there's the paper pack, which is just beautiful. It's a soft, these are like the soft misty fall colors. You know, there's deep vibrant fall, and then there's that sort of fall misty color that is beautiful. And this is 20 sheets of 6x6 printed paper, and it's single-sided, and there are foil accents, and you get 2 of each sheet, I think. But look at these beautiful leaves. I love how they brought in the teals. So pumpkins with this beautiful gray, this gorgeous teal and gold foil, butterflies, little flourishes, flourishing vines, sunflowers, of course, and everything is just soft and beautiful. This great basic background, this beautiful wreath effect with gold foil, and last but not least, this beautiful teal sunflowers, so gorgeous. To go with that, they have these Serenade of Autumn butterflies, and these are gold foiled and quite beautiful. Then they have the chipboard. They have a whole pack of 138 die cuts with sentiments and leaves and all kinds of things. These gems with gold, which I love. And then this is new. They have these vellum sheets that are foiled. I just want to show you these because they're so pretty. And I know this is a lot of stuff. We're not going to use all of this today, but I have something in my brain that I want to give a try, and I thought it would be fun if we did that together. Look how beautiful these are. So, 6 sheets, 3 designs. You get 2 of each design. So, that's what I want to play with today. And let me clear off my desk, and I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine, and I'm going to show you some fun ideas for using that 3D embossing folder. first thing I want to do is to create sort of a watercolor background for our panel that we're going to emboss. And this is 5.5 by I think 8 is what I went. Doesn't really matter. I just tried to make something big enough. And then I went in to my Distress Oxides, and I like to use these because they blend well together and you don't end up with mud. I've got dried marigold, and I'm going to swipe this down on my glass board mat. I've got shabby shutters. I've got scattered straw. I just picked colors that I felt worked really well with the paper collection. This is speckled egg, and this is tea dye. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this in around. All right. So there's our inks. Now I'm going to bring in my little bottle, and I'm just going to spritz this until beads form. I don't know, I hope you can see that, but I've just got beads of water, and then I'm just going to take my card and drop it down in there, and I'm just gently tapping over the top, and you can see how wow, that's really beautiful. So I want to get a little more color down here on the bottom. And let's get in more of this scattered straw. So I'm just keeping layering. I'm going to add a little more water to some of these that are still a little too, there we go. And this would work well with watercolor paper. This would work well with probably the Better Press paper. But I'm just going in and picking up a little more water. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. All right. I think that's kind of where I want to be. And this is why I love this glass board from Glass Board Studios. Look how easy that cleans up. It's just one swipe with a dry paper towel and it's all cleaned up. All right. So now I'm going to bring in my embossing folder. And if you open this, you will notice there's a side that is flat and there's a side that is raised. And I'm going to take gathered twigs and I'm going to put it over the side that is flat. All right. Then I'm going to put my panel on the side that is raised, and I've centered it up. And I'm going to spritz the top lightly with water. And I'm going to close it over, and I'm going to run this through my Spellbinders machine using the adapter plate. You have to use the adapter plate, and then I'll show you the results. So I decided I want to show you this new universal plate system. This works with Big Shot and it works with Spellbinders, and I love it because the platform is longer and it also gives you the recipe for how to build your sandwiches. So for a 3D embossing folder, you want your adapter plate D, which is this gray plate. You want your 3D embossing folder with the paper inside and your platform base. All right. And it's always easier to run it through with the hinged side last. We're just going to roll this through. Now let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Look how beautiful that is and how deep the engraving is. This is gorgeous. So I'm going to clean up my embossing folder and then we'll move to the next step. So now I've got my paper and I pulled out from my stash these Perfect Pearls Mists. This is called Sunflower Sparkle, but any mica spray will do. And we're not going to like go crazy here. We're just going to do a couple of quick passes over the paper just to add that little bit of shine from the mica spray. And then I'm going to heat dry this. So I trimmed this down to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then I inked the edges with gathered twigs. Then I cut a 5 by 7 panel of gold metallic cardstock, and I'm going to center this up. And I put a little adhesive in the center because I'm going to stitch over this, so I want to make sure I'm nice and straight. But the adhesive will help hold that in place for me. Then I brought in my tearing ruler and a piece of the 6 by 6 paper, and I'm going to tear I'm going to tear an edge here. And I'll save this because I can use that somewhere else. And I'm going to come in and tear another edge. Right here. And then I'm going to ink along that edge. Then this is the vellum, and the cool thing about this is that if you turn it the right way, it will match up with the paper. See, isn't that cool? So I'm going to do the same thing. That's pretty neat, y'all. So I'm going to layer these over each other. I'm going to tuck this back behind. And I'm going to go stitch this on my sewing machine. And I think it's going to be really, really beautiful. Make sure I'm straight, but I'll fix all of that. But that's going to be really pretty. All right, my friends, let's see if we can't put this card together. As you can see, I've stitched around this and put it on the copper. It's so beautiful. Then I have some pumpkin baker's twine, and I'm going to wrap this around my card base. And then I'm going to secure it on the back. So this is just the card front. I'm building the front and then I'll do the base later. I'll share pictures of the base with you, but I'm not sure I'm going to have time today to actually create it. All right, now I've cut all my these are those beautiful little sprigs, and I just cut them out of scraps, which is one of the things I love about dies like this, is that you can totally use your scraps. And I've used scraps of my copper paper. And we're just going to make a little arrangement here and play with it until we get it the way we like it. I will tell you that I die cut 2 layers of the flower, and I just kind of shaped them with my finger, just sort of curling one edge up and one edge down. Much. So I'm going to come in with my hot glue gun and I have this batch of string, and then I used my wax seal. I'll show you the seal that I have. It's a Spellbinders. It's very beautiful. It's this sweet little bird. And it comes with this beautiful brass and the wood handle. I only have one, but I have a feeling I'll be getting more because I really like it. And I put a little bit of gold and a little bit of the teal onto my silicone craft sheet and melted them down. I don't have the whole system yet, but that may be something that I put on my wish list because I really do like these. I want to push this string up into here. That's sweet. So now that I've got my stems where I want them, I can move my tops around. I'm going to just create some dimension by adding bits of foam tape. So let's finish this off with a little sentiment. This is from the Autumn Serenade Sentiments, and we're just going to glue this down. I used the fluted ovals to die cut the center for the sentiment, also the background out of the same copper paper. Then I've tied a little wee bow. I want to put it right here out of the same pumpkin. And then let's bring in a few of our gems to finish with. And I'm thinking this teal color is what I want to use. I'm going to put some adhesive right here. Even though these are adhesive backed, I like to add a little extra. What a sweet card. I really like this, guys. So there you go. There's your first look. My first play with this beautiful Autumn Serenade of Autumn collection from Spellbinders. I'm going to clean up my mess, finish the rest of this card, and you'll see pictures of it in the photo array below. I'll also put a link in the description box below this video to my blog where I'll have linked supply lists so you can see everything that I used here in case you want to add it to your stash as well. That's it for me. Make and Take Tuesday. Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design. Thanks for joining me. Go get your craft on. Bye.